about the greatest gifts that we can give each other during these times when we're exchanging presents and whatever it is that we're exchanging. Really, the greatest gift that we can give each other is our love, our presence with each other, our energy, and our attention. And I know that sounds kind of corny, but especially during these times when we're all isolated and we've been spending so much time alone, when we do get together with loved ones and we can hug and laugh and just be in each other's company, I think we can really realize what a gift that truly is. There's nothing more valuable or more precious than each other. That is the treasure in our lives. So today's practice is going to be about love and heart openers. That's what we're going to focus on. So go ahead and in your seated easy pose, let's just close our eyes and we'll wash ourselves in white light. So imagine or visualize white light coming down from source in a spiral, and it comes down through your soul star, the energy center about 2 feet above your head, and it cleanses your soul star. And then it comes down onto the top of your head, onto the crown chakra, and we allow the white light to cleanse the crown chakra as you just focus on your breath now. In and out through your nose into your belly. And allow the white light to come down through the third eye center, the throat center, slowly spiraling down all around your energy centers and your physical body and your entire auric field around you. And that white light spirals down into your heart center, taking with it any heavy or sticky or negative energy that you might be feeling anywhere in your body, mental body, or emotional body. And it takes it down into the earth. Mother Earth receives it and she transmutes it into healing energy for everyone on the planet. So we bring that white light down into our solar plexus, our navel, down into our sacral chakra. And it spirals down into the base chakra, down the legs. And just like water goes down into a drain, the white light goes down into the earth. It's like taking a shower. And the white light also opens you up to work in the higher dimensions. So with this yoga class, you're accessing and working with your higher self. So let's bring our palms together at our heart center in prayer position and consciously connect with our higher self and our I am presence, saying good morning. And you can say, I am connected to my higher self and I am present. Just be aware of any changes you feel, subtle little energy shifts you might feel when you say those words. And then rooting down from your base chakra down to the earth, just see a red, like umbilical cord coming out from your base chakra, going right to the very heart or center of Mother Earth, grounding you. And you can feel the whole lower half of your body connected to the grounding energy of the earth. Keep the breath flowing. And then you can say, I am one with the heart of Mother Earth. I am grounded. And now bringing your awareness to your heart chakra, which is the bridge between the earth chakras below and the heavenly or divine chakras above, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. And now see like a silver cord of light coming up from your crown chakra and connecting you to source energy, the heart and mind of the universe. And you can say, I am one with the heart and mind of the universe. And now feeling those two energies meeting in your heart center, the earth and the heaven, combined in the heart. Bringing your hands together in prayer. And let's chant Om together, breathing in. No. And set your intention for your practice and your day ahead. And then go ahead and open your eyes. And we're going to inhale the palms up. Reach up and twist to the right, left hand to the right knee, right arm behind you. Head turns to look behind you. And breathe right into the spine. So when you breathe here, just from the very tailbone, take the breath all the way up the spine to the top of the head with your inhalation. So inhaling from the base of the spine up to the top of the head. And then exhale through your nose. All the way back down to the base of the spine. And again with the inhalation from the base of the spine up to the top of your head. And exhale with your awareness, come back down the spine to the tailbone. All the air comes out. And then one more breath. Twist around a little bit further. And exhale. Good. Bring your arms back up, palms together. Inhale, reach up. Reach, reach, reach. And then as you exhale, twist to the left arm behind, right hand to the left knee. Breath, bringing it from the tailbone to the top of the head. And exhale. All the way back down. Two more like this. Twist a little bit farther around on the last one. Good, and come back to center. And let's bring our hands in front of us. We're just going to slowly walk it forward. Walk with our arms, bringing the torso down as far as it comes. Perhaps you come onto your forearms, or if you can fold all the way forward, go ahead and do that. And connecting with the earth energy here, just sending your love and appreciation to the earth. And then coming back up. And take your feet out in front, hip width apart, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. And I'll show you from a side angle view. So your fingers are pointing forward, feet are hip width apart, knees bent, and you're going to lift your hips up. If your neck doesn't have any injuries, you can drop your head back or keep it lifted, whatever feels best. And now we're going to do some rapid breath in and out through the nose, pumping the belly. It's called breath of fire. It's a Kundalini breath. Big inhale. And now exhale through the mouth as you lower your seat down. Good. Cross your ankles and we'll lean forward and come into table. Making sure that hands are fingers wide, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And let's do some cat-cow. Inhaling, dropping the belly, looking up, spreading the sits bones wide, and exhaling, pressing the heart up, tucking the tailbone and chin. And we're really just moving the spine here back and forth with the breath to warm it and get it moving in that wave-like motion. And as we do this, we're moving the energy down the spine. So the tailbone represents the earth energy, and the crown represents the heaven energy. And by working with both energies, we're merging heaven on earth within our bodies, within our energy fields, and then within our world, the outside world. So you can go at your own pace here. And now come back to center, and we'll come into puppy pose. So keeping your hips and legs exactly where they are, just walk your hands forward and drop your heart down to the earth. Nice stretch in the shoulders and the back. Chin can come to the mat or forehead. Deep breath. And then lift your head and chest. Walk your hands back underneath you. And bring your legs together. And you're going to sit down on your heels. And then walk your hands behind you. So your fingers are pointing forward again. And now you're just going to lift your chest up. So really lift through the heart. Everything lifts. Slightly in the hips, not too much. But feel the stretch in your chest as your whole chest opens and your heart opens. Take a few deep breaths here. And then release your seat down and come back onto your hands and knees. Knees hip width apart. And let's tuck the toes under and take it back into downward dog. Lifting the hips and sending the hips back as we bicycle the feet, one heel down, then the other. Your arms are turned slightly inwards and you're pressing on the palms away from them So you really get that extension in the arms and just opening up the backs of the legs here. Breathe into it. Whatever movements feel good, okay? The main point of this is to open up the back of the legs. Get those feet and ankles open, the toes. So let's come up onto the toes. Keep pressing away from the hands. And then let's take a few deep bends here and into the knees. Bend the knees, send your seat toward your heels. And then back up. And again, another deep knee bend. Just working with your own body as far as you can go. And coming back up. Now the heels dropping down. And breathe as you reach your tailbone up. And then drop your knees down. Knees together. And feet together, and let's come into child's pose. So bringing your seat onto your heels, forehead on the mat, and bring your arms down alongside your feet. Breathe nice deep breaths into your belly. Reach the arms out in front, and then roll back up into table. Feet and arms hip width apart. And tuck the toes up and back into downward dog. Good. Little slight pulse with the heart toward the feet. Reaching the heels down. Using the breath. And now let's just walk the feet forward towards our hands. And then bend through the knees and slowly roll all the way up to stand. And we'll do a couple of sun salutations. I'm just going to adjust this camera here. Sun salutations. Okay, standing at the top of the mat. Palms at the heart. And feet hip width apart, pressing into the feet in mountain pose, feeling that strength in your foundation. So let's just take a couple breaths here in mountain. Feel the earth energy coming up right through the soles of your feet and up your legs, making your legs nice and strong. And then up through your seat, into your back, your core, and all the way up. So your whole body is strong, like a mountain. And then inhale, reach up with your palms, slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold, bending the knees, arms sweep down. Draw the crown to the earth. Inhale, stepping back with the right foot into low lunge. Hold the breath, come into plank pose. Exhale, drop the knees down, hips tilt back. Chest comes between your hands with the chin on the mat. Toes tucked under, seat in the air. And then inhale into baby cobra. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, up and back, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, left foot forward, standing forward fold. Inhale up. Palms all the way up, slight back bend. Exhale, palms to the heart. Surya Namaskar, salute to the sun. It's sunny in Colorado, it's sunny in New York. Yay! Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. And we just had a solar eclipse yesterday. Inhale, left foot back, low lunge. Hold the breath, coming into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Air comes all the way out. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Good. And now inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the right foot back, low lunge. Planting the right hand underneath the right shoulder, left arm reaching up to sky for a little twist here. Keep extending through the back leg and heel as you breathe. And you can turn your gaze toward your palm. Nice deep press into your belly. The modification here is to drop the back knee down, if that helps. Otherwise, it's lifted. Good. And now we're going to drop the knee down. And you're going to take the left palm and bend the right knee, and you're going to reach the palm for the foot. Now, what might help you here is if you grab a strap and place it around your back foot. Or if you don't have a strap handy, you can always use like a dog leash. Resourcefulness. And then you hold the strap with your left hand and draw that foot towards you. While you're doing that, you're dropping this right hip down. So you're really getting a deep stretch into the front right hip and thigh. And at the same time you're doing that, you're lifting your chest up, opening your left shoulder. And so there's a real lifting going up with the torso as you drop into that right hip. It's a pretty intense stretch. So do your best. And then we're going to release out of that and come into lizard pose, walking the left foot to the edge of the mat and then working to open into the left hip. So you can drop down perhaps onto a block or your forearms, or you're up on your palms. Wherever you are, just take your awareness into the left hip, groin area, and breathe. Good, and then coming back up and place both hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your back toes under, and step it back into downward dog. Draw the heart, bouncing it slightly toward the toes. And now stepping the right foot forward into low lunge. bringing it into that position however you get there. And left hand is underneath the left shoulder. Right arm comes straight up. And you can drop this back knee down if you need to. Otherwise, it stays lifted. Keep extending through both arms. And breathe as you reach through the back leg and heel. Good. And now release that back leg down. And we're going to do this stretch into the sweeping the right arm back, bending through the left knee, and you reach for that left foot. You can use your strap if you need to, or dog leash or whatever. Wrap it around the toe, the toes, the foot, and draw it towards you. And then lift the torso up, turning the gaze slightly up while dropping that left hip down. Nice deep stretch into that front left thigh and hip. This is where the thighs store anger. They're connected to the liver. So if you've got really tight thighs, you might have some anger stored there that needs to be released from the past. And release this pose. And now we're coming into lizard pose. So walking the right foot out to the edge of the mat and then drop down onto where you can stay right here up on your hands, or you can drop down to your forearms or blocks. And now taking your awareness into that right hip and groin area. Just breathe into it. Doing these stretches really help you walk better, more fluidly. Good. And now coming back up. And tuck the back left toes under. And we're going to, and hands come underneath your shoulders, fingers wide. Step it back into downward dog. Sink the heels down, pulsate the heart toward the toes. And then roll it right out into plank pose. Plank pose, hold it here for a minute. Nice long line in the body. And then drop your knees down. And we'll come onto our seat. So, coming onto your seat with your legs out in front. And just shake your legs out. And then we'll do a forward fold here. So I do recommend using a towel or a blanket. Roll it up. So it's just going to support your low back in this pose. Place it underneath your knees. And then your sits bones want to be nice and connected to the earth, so pulling that flesh out. Flex your feet here. Notice your knees are bent with the towel underneath it. And then lift up through the spine. So through the very crown of your head, draw up from here. lengthening the spine, and then slowly, right from the base of the spine and around the hip crease, you're going to begin to fold forward out over the legs. Now you might want to use a strap here to pull you forward and place it around both feet, and you use your hands to pull you toward your feet. Think about moving right from the hip crease instead of from the upper body. So that's where the movement comes from. And you're folding into the legs. And if you don't have any spinal injuries, you can drop your head down. And breathe. Keep your feet flexed. So again, take the breath from the base of the spine all the way up to the top of the head at the top of the breath. And then back down again as you exhale. And now lift your head and chest and move a little bit further out over the legs. And then drop back down again. 3 more deep breaths from the tailbone to the crown. Good. So each time we do that breath from the tailbone to the crown and back down, we're forming that pathway from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven. And this time on earth is all about merging the two. Merging masculine and feminine, merging heaven and earth into one. And we do it first within us, within our energy fields and bodies. And then that becomes our experience. So now a heart opener, we're going to do fish pose. And your legs are out in front. Come down onto your elbows. So your hands can come to be slightly tucked under your seat. Bring your feet and your legs together and now point them. So you're resting on your elbows here. Feet are pointed. And now lift your heart. Your chest expands upward and your head can drop back. And you're going to slide back until the very crown of your head comes onto the mat with only about 10% of your body weight on the crown. Press into your sacrum tailbone area because this is the base of the pose, along with your elbows. This is your like little triangle tripod stand, both elbows and your tailbone, supporting the lift in your heart. Breathe as you activate your legs by keeping your toes pointed. And now bring your awareness to your heart and allow it to open with the breath. You're doing great. I can feel it. One more breath. Good. And now release the pose by lifting your head and coming down onto your back. And just arms by your side, legs come out. And now just turn your head side to side slowly. Good. And let's bend through both knees, planting the feet. And then cross the right foot over onto the left leg. just above the knee. Flex the right foot. And got ponytail issues here. Now, draw the left leg towards you, weaving the right arm in between the hole in your legs, and then the right hand can grab onto the shin, and the left hand grabs onto the shin, and your feet are both flexed, and now you're drawing this left leg towards you, and I like to do a little rocking motion. And if you do need a pillow under your head, you can put one there, just a small one. You want to draw that leg as close to you as possible. It's working with the hips, as you can probably feel. And that little rock helps you stretch into all those places that you need to get into. And then once you get it as close as you can, just go ahead and hold it and breathe here. Good, and release. And now let's do the other side. Left ankle comes just above the knee on the right leg. Weave the left hand through. Both hands come onto the shin of the right leg, and then begin to rock back and forth as you draw the right leg towards you. Both feet stay flexed here. And then when you get that leg as close to you as possible, go ahead and stop rocking and just take some nice deep breaths right into those places that feel tight. One more breath. And release. And then let's go ahead and rock up onto our seat. Cross at the ankles. Come forward and come all the way up. And we're going to do camel pose. So one of the prerequisites of opening up your own heart is having a strong base foundation. So you need you need to feel safe before you open your heart. We all know that. You know, we need to feel secure before we can open our lustrous gem, our jewel. And so in this pose, in camel pose, you can have your toes tucked under. You're up on your knees. And then you want to reach, we're going to do one arm at a time. We're going to reach the left arm, the left hand for the left heel. Reach your left hand for your left heel, hold it there, and then reach the right arm up. Lift in the heart as you're doing this. And then squeeze in your Muladhara, your base chakra. Squeeze right in the perineum. You want to have that root firm and secure so that the heart can lift. You feel that? Yeah, that's how you support this pose. That's how you support the heart. And then release that right arm down, come back up. And now you're going to take your right hand to your right heel and lift the left arm up. Squeeze the base chakra. Squeeze the Muladhara. And then lift in the heart. breathe. And release. And now for full camel, I don't know where you're at, but you have options. You can just place your hands here on your sacrum with your palms supporting you, okay? Toes tucked under in the back, and just lift in the heart. Squeeze that muladhara, squeeze the base, and that's your modified camel right there, okay? Just keep lifting in the heart. It's sort of like your base chakra is a stem with roots, and then the spine is the stem, and then the heart is the flower that's opening to the sky. So when you squeeze the roots, then the flower can blossom as the stem lengthens. Now, if you want to go further in camel, you can take both hands, and please be careful, to your ankles, and now squeeze the base and lift the heart. Everything stays lifted. If you want to go even further, you can uncurl your toes and do this pose with your feet flat. Squeeze the base, lift in the heart. And then slowly come out and come all the way down into child's pose. This time, knees are wide, feet are together, arms are out, drop the heart down, forehead down. And just connect with the earth. Feeling your heartbeat connecting with hers. And lifting your head, coming all the way up and back onto your seat. This time, legs out wide on the mat, toes come straight up, and we're going to bring our hands in front of us and slowly begin to walk our hands forward so that you're getting this beautiful stretch into the groin, into the inner thighs. This is the time to do it. Draw your heart forward and just breathe right into the legs. Know that every breath opens something up a little bit more. So I have a knee injury on the right knee, so there's always tightness right around that area. If you have any knee injuries, this is really going to help open the channels of energy, stretch those muscles, stretch and strengthen. So we're merging all the opposites together. Stretch and strengthen, heaven on earth. This world of duality is becoming one world of non-duality, where everything just is, and we experience it in a non-dualistic way. It's neither good nor bad, it just is. And it's all a field of experience for us, to help us grow and learn and love even more than we ever did before. Breathe into the legs. Good. All right, that feels open. And then coming back up. Let's bring the legs back together. And then plant the feet, hip width apart, arms straight out. We're going to lift up into boat pose. So your shins are parallel to the floor. Keep your spine nice and long. Keep that length in the neck. Arms are out. Just hold it here, strengthening the core. Stay lifted. Just a couple more breaths. Plant your feet. And now roll all the way down onto your back. And bring your feet underneath your knees for bridge pose. Arms down alongside the body. When you're ready, you'll lift the hips up and then roll your shoulders underneath you. And if you have the flexibility in your shoulders, you could interlace your hands underneath your back, lifting the hips. The main thing here is getting the thoracic spine right behind your heart to a more of a vertical position. So we have the tailbone, the sacrum area, the youthful. Draw the sternum toward your chin. Now press into the arms so you can get more movement in that thoracic spine. Keep the knees so that they're not splayed out. Excuse me. Good. And now release. Come all the way back down onto your back. Hug the knees into your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. And take your arms out now into a T position, palms facing down. And we're going to twist, drop both knees over to the left, legs stay together, and your shoulders are on the mat. And just breathe in this gentle twist. Breathe right into the belly. And now use your core to draw your knees back to center together. And we'll take them over to the right. And shoulders stay on the mat. Breathe. Good. Use your core to bring your knees back up to center. And then come into your final Shavasana. Arms out wide, legs out wide, palms facing up. And any last final movements that you want to do in this position, just to make yourself more comfortable, and then close your eyes. Take the breath all the way in to the belly. And then exhale with a sigh, big sigh. Ah. And again, nice deep breath in. Ah. And now just allow yourself to be. Do a little heart meditation here. So bring your awareness to your heart. Allow it to soften. And imagine that there's a door in the very inner chamber of your heart. You can see it. And you're on a little pathway that's all lit up, that's leading to this very special door in the very innermost chamber of your sacred heart. See yourself walking along that pathway that's all lit just for you. And now you're coming to that door. Notice what it looks like. And then go ahead and open the door and step into this very beautiful inner sanctum within your own self, your own heart. This is the place that is most dear to you, where all of your dreams live, where all of your knowingness, your wisdom lies, is in this room, this inner sanctum of your sacred heart. Just look around you and see what is there. And see who is there. Maybe you have some visitors there today. And then see before you a chair, the most comfortable chair that you can design with your own imagination. And you're going to sit in that chair within your own heart and experience all that lies within this inner sacred chamber, full of love. Just notice what's coming up and what you're seeing and experiencing. And the heart chakra in Sanskrit is anahata, which means unstruck, unharmed. So this is this pure place within you that is not touched by the experiences, the hardships, and the suffering that we go through in the human life. This is this pure spirit within you that is the light, that is triumphant, that is pure and beautiful. Feel that essence enveloping you, all of you. Feel how it comforts you, offers you understanding, offers its compassion to you. Just like a warm blanket that wraps you up and keeps you safe. Allow this beautiful light within you to fill your entire energy field and body with this brilliant love energy, deep compassion and care. Breathe it in. This is your true self, the true you, full of love, compassion, wisdom, abundance. Know that this is who you are. And ask this aspect, ask this true self that is you to give you a message right now. And you receive that message. And if for whatever reason you didn't feel like you heard or felt a message, just know it'll come to you later today. And now place both hands over your heart center. And feel the appreciation. Give yourself that appreciation for being here, for showing up in your life, getting out of bed in the morning, just showing up. Feel that appreciation for yourself, that love for yourself. Allow it to grow. Good. And now reach your arms long on the mat and wiggle your fingers and toes. Bend through both knees and roll onto one side. And press up into a seated cross-legged position. Palms at the heart in prayer. And we're going to carry this energy with us throughout the day. This energy of self-love and self-appreciation. You are good enough. You are loved. You are accepted, just as you are. Exactly as you are. Breathe that in. And we're going to close the class with one Om, breathing in together. No. I bow to the beautiful light inside of you that is also inside of me. Namaste. Thank you. And my name is Beth Wright. My company is Spirit Works, and you can find me at energyhealingteacher.com, as well as Spirit Works Beth Wright on Facebook. Have a beautiful, love-filled day, everyone. Thank you.